Shigella, the oldest human specific pathogen. As I say this, a staccato of words and gruesome image of bloody mucoid filled diarrhea tenesmus crosses our mind. Hello, I'm Mithil Gowda, a first year internal medicine resident at St. Vincent Hospital in Worcester, Massachusetts. Today, I'll be sharing a case of sexually transmitted stool negative Shigellemia. This gram negative non motile organism is gradually re emerging in a different avatar and is interestingly being observed in abundance amongst men who have sex with men. This is a case of a 36-year-old bisexual male who presented with a week of frequent watery diarrhea associated with lower abdominal discomfort, tenesmus, fatigue, anorexia, and nausea. He had a frozen burrito about 6 hours before the onset of symptoms. Social history was notable for unprotected sexual encounters with multiple partners. On examination, he was found to be febrile with temperatures of 101.1 degree Fahrenheit, tachycardic, and had diffuse abdominal tenderness. Labs revealed leukocytosis of 13,800, hyponatremia with levels of 118, platelets of over 1 million. C. diff toxin, ONP screen for Giardia and Cryptosporidium, stool culture for Salmonella, Campylobacter, Shigella were all negative. However, 2 out of the 4 blood culture bottles grew Shigella flexneri with intermediate sensitivity to ciprofloxacin and resistance to Bactrim. The discrepancy between stool and blood culture result may be because of stool specimens for Shigella species, even when handled meticulously, failed to yield organism approximately 20% of the time. Multiple stool specimens, rectal swab, and immediate processing improves yield. Incidentally, RPR and treponemal antibody were positive and HIV was negative. Abdominal CT showed diffuse colitis and distal ileitis. Flexible sigmoidoscopy revealed acute patchy inflammation with areas of submucosal hemorrhage without ulcers, and pathology report of the biopsies reported as active colitis with mild architectural change. During his stay in our hospital, he was on empiric antibiotic therapy with ceftriaxone and metronidazole. He had persistent fever spikes, profuse diarrhea for several days with repeat stool testing revealing many WBCs before he finally demonstrated improvement. He was discharged after a 10-day course of IV ceftriaxone and on a 28-day course of doxycycline after he refused IV antibiotics for his incidentally discovered latent syphilis. Discussion and the importance of this poster. The incidence of Shigella infection among MSM has been more frequent than other adult population. The transmission in MSM is either through accidental inoculation of contaminated stool or through direct oral anal contact. Often transmitted through contaminated food and water, this new route into its only host is worrisome. Biological factors in the host likely also contribute to the apparent frequency of shigellosis among this population. The immunodeficiency state in HIV infected may drive this transmission too. This model of terrifying transmission is offered by a study that represents a perfect biological storm. As you can see here, the factors that contribute to potentiate the transmission in MSM because of its virulence and ecology, along with specific sexual behavior, may provide a platform further enhanced by biological susceptibility as well. Changing behaviors among MSM may also create more insular sexual networks that lead to outbreaks within the community. Travel related infection may serve to import infection into the network to create this hyper efficient transmission. Hence, we as clinicians should be aware of this new channel. The population at risk should be counseled regarding their vulnerability as we add Shigella into our bag of venereal diseases. Thank you for being a great audience.